We're back. Dallas Card Investors, or DCI Grading as they are known, they do a lot of on-site grading at card shows for about $10 a card. On their website, they claim over 95% crossover rate with PSA or SGC, meaning that if a card gets a DCI 9, that it should cross over and get a PSA or SGC 9 95% of the time. So I saw this on a very small Facebook group that a dealer, when PSA shut down and SGC was kind of exploding in prices, well, he started using DCI grading to the tune of over 1,000 cards. So over $10,000 in revenue over to DCI grading from just one card dealer. That's right. So you wonder how some of these small companies like DCI, and we talked about it the other day, ECG or whatever it was.
Yeah, so that's how I'm looking at it.
These companies can exist because, one small dealer threw them $10,000 to evaluate some sports cards. And this dealer did so in part because he believed the marketing on this company's website that they had a 95% crossover rate. He literally just took that at face value. Simple side tangent here. You guys do that a lot. You guys take these companies at face value a lot. You do that with the authentication. We saw that in my last video where I could really embarrass some people. There were about 10 to 15 people who came into my last video who literally believed that the Austin Meadows and Randy Arozarena autographs were real and that Fanatics would never do such a thing, or the autographs were actually real themselves and I didn't know what I was talking about. And then literally a day later, Topps comes out and said, yeah, our bad on that one. So you guys will literally believe anything these companies shove down your throat. Another example are these auction houses like PWCC. They'll say we had this big record sale and things must be good. And then I'll do a video showing about 10 cards that, have kind of tanked. And people are like, no, but PWCC had a record sale. Hey guys, just because PWCC says a Fortnite card sold for $15,000 doesn't mean the industry's getting hotter, or that things are going up, or that those bids or that those sales are even real. So anyways, this dealer believed the marketing pitch that DCI Grading had a 95% crossover rate. So he sent over 1,000 cards to them, spent over $10,000. And then I guess he started hearing some bad things about DCI. And once PSA reopened and SGC, started lowering their prices a little bit, he started submitting those cards over. Some of the cards that he submitted to DCI, he started to try to cross them over to PSA and SGC and test that 95% theory. So we have the results here. What happened? He sent over 243 cards so far to PSA or SGC, and here are the results. 25 of the 243 have graded the same grade. So DCI and PSA or SGC evaluated them the same. 16 cards were graded higher by PSA. So that means that, hey, if DCI graded it an 8, 16 times PSA or SGC actually graded higher, graded a 9 or a 10. So there's even a win for DCI grading here. Hey, maybe they were too tough on 16 cards. But here's the problem. 166 of the 243 cards graded lower. That's bad, meaning that DCI graded them maybe, say, a 9, and that PSA came back and graded them a 7. And you can even see the handwritten breakdown that this guy provided of this. 29 cards came back authentic, but with evidence of trimming or some kind of bad thing going on there. So over 10% of the cards that were submitted were trimmed or played with. 7 of the 243 came back counterfeit. That's right. DCI couldn't even evaluate if these cards were real or not. So 36 of the 243, about 15%, these cards were trimmed or not even real. So 15% of the cards that DCI evaluated from this guy of the 243 weren't even real or were trimmed. So, here's the thing about this stuff. These guys are going to be set up at card shows. You guys will believe any marketing pitch that these companies shove down your throat. Just because a company has a table and a booth and a snazzy setup at a card show, you guys will trust them. Just because they put that they have a 95% crossover rate, you guys will trust them. It's disgusting. So no wonder these companies can exist. They got $10,000 from just one individual here. A lot of times these companies can thrive. DCI Grading is going to be set up all over the place. They're always at the Dallas card show. I think they're going to be at a Nashville card show this weekend as well. They'll probably have some kind of setup or prominence over at the National. So there's just a large segment of the hobby out there that'll believe every single press release, that'll believe because a company has a CEO that they must be big and reputable and trustworthy, that just because a company's set up at a card show, they must be legit. I mean, we've got the Fake Smile National coming up in Atlantic City in a few weeks, and we're going to have countless people there hawking their business, trying to get your money, trying to gain your trust.
As you know, with me, it's all about the vibes.
And so we will continue to see. I mean, this is not anything new. People in the hobby have been blindly trusting small and big companies left and right. And, you know, this is where we are. We have these small grading companies that, you know, can exist, if not thrive. $10,000. A dealer gave these guys $10,000 to give their opinion on, you know, 1,000 cards. And over 15% of them, they couldn't even tell if they were trimmed or if they were real or not. So just unbelievable. Couple other quick little topics. Speaking of the Fake Smile National in Atlantic City, my brother and I are not going, but we will be back. We will be doing a show. For a long time, we did a podcast together when I would go to the National. I think I've been to 6 or 7 or 8 of them. I don't remember. But I would call in from the National. We would do a podcast, and a lot of people would talk about that. And Lord only knows the things we said on that podcast are 10 to 20 times worse than anything that gets said on these videos. I mean, these videos are truly G-rated compared to those podcasts we used to do. We will do a G to PG-13 video together very shortly to either preview or during the Fake Smile National in Atlantic City. That's what we're going to be calling it, the Fake Smile National in Atlantic City, as everybody kind of doesn't have any money and they want to trade, and all the dealers are tired of trading, and all the old dealers are being like, gosh, finally you guys have wised up and stopped buying all these modern cards.
I think that Will Greer right now is about 4 times better of an investment than Kyler Murray.
The Fake Smile National is coming up, and my brother and I will be back on camera to talk about all the things in the hobby, some of the things that have already happened this year, and we are really looking forward to that. Last thing, I am getting blown up. We are getting blown up over here at Sports Card Radio with sponsorship opportunities. This Bowman hat I'm wearing for free. This Mojo Break t-shirt I'm wearing for free. By the way, these are not paid opportunities here. Getting blown up by Whatnot. And I think I got 3 emails from Whatnot the other day. I mean, it's just like getting blown up left and right. People want to do these things. I'm not 100% sure, if I would do something like that. No lie, it'd have to be lucrative.
It's exciting.
It'd have to be lucrative because it'd have to be worth my time, and I think there would be an incredible amount of value. I mean, just wearing a shirt like that has value. Now, are there people that are directly going to click off this video and go buy into a mojobreak.com break? Probably not, but just indirectly, it's like, gosh, that guy over at Sports Card Radio, he's always grumpy, he's always mad, he's always upset, he's always talking beep on everybody, but gosh, he likes those guys over in Santa Clara and San Jose, those Mojo Break guys, so maybe I can trust them. So I think an endorsement from me, whether it be paid or not, and again, the Bowman hat and the Mojo shirt are not paid endorsements, as I'm wearing these on my own volition, but I think any kind of endorsement from Sports Card Radio, honestly, with our track record and how long we've been doing this, is worth a lot. So just think about that. If you send me a form email or a cold email, like, I'm not going to take the same deal that, Joe Blow up the street, who has advertised everyone under the sun. So come at me if you want to come at me with a sponsorship. Again, I'm not saying that I will or won't. I always lean on the side of no. It's actually, I have a 95, probably a 96% no rate on these things. So it's usually a no. So you got to come at me with, kind come at me with, a number that, again, provides value for you, provides value for me. Again, I think there's a lot of value in that. But what do I know? Anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll be back very soon, either with our Fake Smile National show, or if anything else happens of the hobby that we're going to talk about, we'll be back soon. And I hope you guys, haters of the show, lovers of the show, fans, hope you guys all have a good weekend and stay cool out there if it's getting hot.